Guided by the moon, empowered by magic. Welcome or welcome back. This is Selena from Essence of the Moon, and in today's video, as you can see, I have a lovely haul from Deviant Moon, and we're going to go over quickly these 3 decks that came in the mail today. I was so excited. Normally it takes me a couple days easily to unbox a deck. First of all, I'm in college. I'm 40 something and in college. I'm also a mom and a wife. I work full-time, sometimes usually more than full-time. So it's very hard for me to do all of this in one day. So the fact that I'm turning this over in less than 24 hours, like not even 12 hours, shows you how excited I am to look at these decks and check them all out. So I just can't believe I bought 3 decks at one time. I mean, I can, but I can't. So these are some of the extra things that came along with it. So look at this twins card. Isn't that funny? These are so cool. And Mildred Payne. So yeah, pretty cute. And then down here, it's the Mildred Payne Pocket Oracle. 1 reading, 2 readings. And it gives you what all of these words mean. It's kind of like a advanced version of Lenormand. So there's 88 cards in here. This is the pocket edition. And then we have the Abandoned Oracle, which is the X-ray edition. And that's for a full color PDF. And then we have Gallery of Hallucinations Oracle. Look at those wild images. And then here is the guidebook. So I'm excited. We're going to quickly go through all of these because that's a lot of decks and cards to go through. So I'm going to start off with Mildred Payne's Secret Pocket Oracle Deluxe Edition. So I think they found this inside of, is it her gown or something? She was in an insane asylum. I'm not a big fan of tuck boxes for this reason, because those can just completely get ripped off, and then you have a box that's like barely hanging on. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of tuck boxes. So we're gonna have to figure something out with this one because I really don't want to be ripping my box. So it's gonna have to go in maybe a bag or a box of its own, like a different kind of, like a tin box or something. So that's the backing. Very slidey, so it's really cool. So this is just like a regular, here it is. In 2017, asylum workers discovered an old hospital gown hidden in a wall. Mildred was written on the inside collar. Upon further examination of the garment, the workers were surprised to find a tiny pocket sewn into the underside, containing a crude yet mysterious handmade oracle. The following deck is an exclusive reproduction of Mildred Payne's Secret Pocket Oracle. Wow. And that's her. It's 1933. Wow. So I'm going to open up this right here so we can read what these cards are, so that I know what I'm looking at. Okay, so the first card is Fetus, and that is a creepy fetus, let me just say. Fetus is new beginnings, developing possibilities, and new responsibilities. Isn't that right? Time. Pressure, deadlines, life passing by, aging. Definitely. Let me see if I can. There we go. Hag. Fears, nightmares, bizarre or malicious encounters. Girl. Innocence, carefree thoughts and youthful emotions. Boy is playful, curious, untamed enthusiasm. The devil, evil, nasty habits, deceit, abuse. Tooth, losing something considered permanent, a difficult separation, illness. Wow. Blood, and it's funny how the blood's seeping onto this card. Life, vitality, sacrifice, heritage, ancestry. That makes sense. Ear, hearing news, listening to others, being aware of situation. Eye, omniscience, knowledge, vigilance, honesty, bearing witness. Heart, some strong emotions, affection, love, compassion. Hand, giving or receiving help, friendliness, using one's skills for a purpose. Skull, and it's funny that it's number 13 as a skull. There's a thing with 13. Death, thoughts of feelings or mortality, change, end of a cycle. So like the death card. 14 is moon, natural cycles, lunacy, dark emotions, a wayward soul. 15 is sun, life, power, energy, mental clarity, and friendship. Storm, turbulent times, danger, troubled emotions. Fire, passion, creativity, consuming emotions, under destruction. Water, purity, change, life subconscious. Deceit and betrayal. Travel, moving forward. Freedom or imprisonment. Resurrection or independence. Beauty and kindness. Self-reflection, reevaluation. Branching out on your own. Manipulation, brainwashing, having control over someone. Obstacles, separation, protection. Having a sense of personal identity, family, stability, safe place. Transformation, being hopeless, attracted to something, clingy person. Progress, venturing into one's destiny, travel, coming around full circle. These are intense, let me tell you. 31 is tree, strong growth, seasons of life, stability, reaching new heights. Ladder, high achievement, overcoming obstacles, stepping up in life. Oh, climbing the ladder. Opportunity, entering new situations. Opportunity knocks. Factory, hard work, industriousness, bringing ideas into reality. A trader, untrustworthy person, disease. Fear, sexual fantasies, temptations. Humanity, the sum of a lifetime of choices, material gain. Awakening, beginning of some important event, a warning. Getting a situation in order, domestic duties. An erotic encounter. Erotic encounter. Maybe the witch's broom flying, and how that was not really what they thought it was. It was, Chalice, abundance, celebration, dreams, aspirations. Pregnancy, unconscious thoughts, good fortune. Fertility, magical combinations, experimentation. Sudden insight. Prophetic glimpses, searching for answers. greed, entanglement, multitasking, high intelligence, accepting something harmful, self-destruction, toxic people, protection from something beyond control, spiritual enlightenment, hope, life, illuminating onto an idea, onto a treacherous idea. Spiritual vibrations, communications within the departed, which is funny because you see like an angel card and they have their trumpet. The crow, omen of bad news, moving forward. Omen, wealth, prosperity, better position in life, materialism, strong and powerful female energies, which is right there, spider. Secret knowledge, life, increased awareness, exalted powers. Secret knowledge, life, increased awareness, exalted powers, obstacles, hidden emotions. Okay, the B, hard work, productivity, peaceful outcome, tranquility and contentment, conflicts and dispute, entanglement, cutting something or someone down to size, progress, transformation, disguise, disappointments. Playful, curious, untamed enthusiasm, male sexuality or dominance. Ribbon is happy times, festivities, formal occasion, innocence, symbol of hope, feminine beauty. Something ending prematurely, resistance. Stability, balance, morality. Rebellion, individualism. Lighthouse, strength, weather, storm. Aren't these great, guys? What's the antidote? Welcome remedy to a toxic problem. Hope. Uncovering truth. Peace. Mortality. Spiritual ascension. Knowledge. Purity. Self-image. Healing. Medicine. Peace of mind. Disaster. Turmoil. Protection, discipline, hope, failure, strong connection, knowledge, education, desired outcome, power, strength, purification, potential, eruption, anger, rebirth, renewal. How cool are these? These are gorgeous cards. And I probably wouldn't, yeah. I wouldn't shuffle them, just overhand. They're so tiny, you know? Yeah, so that is this Mildred's Pain Secret Pocket Oracle Deluxe Edition with 88 cards. And a little guidebook. I'll probably have that laminated or something. You know, you don't want that getting ruined. That's really cool. So the next one is Abandoned Oracle X-Ray Edition. And they have a regular one and an X-ray. This one, I think the images to me really stood out the most. Because they had that X-ray effect to them. See that? That's pretty cool. I always struggle with getting plastic off. Like, majorly struggle. I hate all this plastic. Just like it. So, Patrick Valenza, Abandoned Oracle, X-Ray Edition, Deviant Moon, 444. download the Demented PDF. The Abandoned Oracle began as a small collection of inked nightmares pulled from pages of Patrick Valenza's dream diaries. Unfortunately, the deck was abandoned in 2015 in favor of more urgent projects and buried in a mountain of sketchbooks. However, not wanting to let viable ideas go to waste, several of the forgotten images were later dusted off and reimagined into the upcoming Deviant Moon Oracle. Regardless of the neglect, this gruesome deck never stopped screaming to be born. So here it is, pulled from the rubble and alive at last. Enjoy at your own risk. Oh, cool. That's the backings. Okay. 52 cards. It's the infant, the feral child, hush, the asylum, grandmother. Wow, look at all the warts on her face. The hand, look at that hand with all the eyeballs right there. Look at that. Creepy, huh? Ink. She's covered in tattoos. The urn. The beggar. The cat. What a creepy cat. The twins. Look at the umbilical cord still connected. And he's missing an arm. It was cut off by his twin, it looks like. Yeah, with 4 legs. Rain. Infection. Wow. He's got a bow in his hair. Whatever's left of his hair. Dismemberment. Wow. Crematorium. Specimen. The eye. Wow. The Mad Woman. Playthings. Looks like Monsters, Inc. Sully. The Curse. Refusal. Tears. The Plant. Backstabber. The Clock. Blessings. Looks like the Pope. Revenge. The Bird. Kiss. The Shadow. Wow. The Feeding. Cyclist. Interesting. Thief. Swami. The Mutant. Wow. Envy. The Beast. The Mermaid. Sculpture. Disguise. Spider. Surprise. Phantom. Wow. Look at that. Poison. Voices. They're screaming. Blasé. Distortion. Twisted. Combustion. Reattachment. Looks like Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. The Elixir. And the Viewing. Oh God. My kids know better. I do not want to be interviewing. You know? It's kind of have like a pale blue edging to them. Aren't those pretty? Pretty and creepy at the same time. I love them. So that is the Abandoned Oracle X-Ray Edition. And last but not least, we have Gallery of Hallucinations. Deviant Moon presents Felix Knox Gallery of Hallucinations Oracle. So that's, I guess, Felix. So that's the backing. This is just the extra card with his face on it. The Departure, Pursuit, Joyride, The Calling, Secrets, Dismay, Necromancer, Moon Girl, The Keeper, The Plea, The Watchtower, Begone, Witchcraft, Staircase, Convergence, Night Drifter, Salvation, Morning, The Eye, The Flood, Survivor, Conundrum, Connection, The Voyager, The Harvest. Wow. Autoscay, Accusations, Stage Fright, The Reading, Shelter, The Lobby. It's like you're being exposed to everyone in the lobby. The Affair. Usually it's not with someone that looks better than you. Reflections. Sweet Dreams. I don't know about sweet. Awake. Delirium. Enticement. Ghost Lore. Onslaught. Snow Blossom. Uninvited. Mingling. Skyroot. Submerged. Stranger. Looks like the Mothman. Scheme. Labyrinth. Backfire. Hysterics. Remembrance. Ephemera. The Portal. These are very nice. I'm just going to open one up here and see what it says. Night Drifter. There's a new girl at work, Ella. It already feels like we've been friends forever. Freedom, escaping limitations, emotions, emotional detachment, peaceful solitude, connection with the universe. Search of meaning, timeless wandering of the mind. If it's upside down, it's emotional detachment, abandonment, fear of intimacy, disconnection from self, losing touch with reality, feeling helpless, anxiety. Very cool. I like these. German-American artist, 1900s, plagued with self-doubt. I like these very, very much. These are definitely different in a good way, and I like that they are different. I like that they go with the cover. They're deviant, you know? They're definitely a deviant type of deck, and I am here for it. So this is my first set of Patrick Valenza decks. I'm sure will not be the last. He has some new ones coming out under US Games, which I'm excited for. I'm hoping to get those. So thank you all for stopping in and watching me unbox these 3 decks by Deviant Moon, Patrick Valenza. Please let me know if you have any of these, if you want to get these, or if these too creepy for you to get. Either way, I'd like to get your feedback on them. So thank you all for stopping in. I appreciate you all, and I appreciate your feedback on these. You guys have an incredible day. Stay magical, my friends.